All right, so you go to the syllabus tab, you go to course syllabus, you go to create content. You want to give it a title, and then you find your syllabi. We'll go ahead with the English 102 syllabus for spring 21. Then it should really be just a matter of cut and paste.
Okay.
You just take all of your syllabus from here and then paste it directly into there. You can keep formatting.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so it should show up like that. And then
Yeah, that's fairly simple.
yeah, it's just a cut and paste. And then you save it. And then you can see the course syllabus is now uploaded. So when students go to that tab, they click on course syllabus, they're going
They'll
to
see it.
So that's a pretty quick fix.
Okay.
Now, as far as creating a quiz, so what you want to do, and I'm going to go to one of my sites that already has something. So you can build one from the ground up, which I'll just show you the quiz making functions right now. So as far as having coursework in here, well, maybe it would be better just to have a blank canvas here, in case you haven't started setting these up already. I'll tell you what, this is one that, this is a section that hasn't been built yet. So you would go to coursework. Now, ideally you want to have units and types set up, but if you just want to see how to do a quiz, all you have to do is hit one of these green add an assignment buttons. And then the online test format is the one that allows you to build quizzes and tests. So you would want to name assignment. If you have your units and things set up, you can do it that way. You can also add units, if you want to put a unit in, you can add types. And the type is just like, the type should match up to that portion of your syllabus, the course evaluation section. Like a research essay is a type, a rhetorical analysis would be a type, bibliography a type. Putting in types allows you to set up your gradebook correctly.
Okay.
And then units would be like, what I want for our gen ed classes is week by week. So unit 1 would be like week 1, unit 2 would be week 2, so on and so forth. But all that's covered in some of the materials I've already shared. What I haven't gone over, I guess, is specifically how to set up the test. So we'll keep going with that. If you have a date that you want to have it due on, you want to take it by that date, then you set it up through here. I always do it for the entire class. If you want to open it now, you can do that so that students can see it now. You want it to be a graded assignment and then show grade. So these, all these are just options about how students access the exam. This section here, step 2, allows you to say, if you want to put a time limit in, if you want to show, control how students see correct answers, if you want to shuffle the sections, it just gives you more options about how you present the test to students. A lot of this stuff, when I'm setting up a test, I just ignore. The default usually works. Let students retake it. Like, for example, if you want to let them retake it, you would want to adjust retakes in here.
Okay.
And like determine how long between retakes they have to wait before they can retake it. So, I mean, it gives you pretty like granular control over how students access this information. But a lot of it, it might not even be necessary if all you want to do is just set up a test.
Mm-hmm.
Description, you can put something in here like, here's the test, take it. But when you save that assignment, as it will tell you is this isn't quite ready. Oh wait, I must have screwed something up. Oh yeah, you got to put in a due date. Sorry, I always forget about this when I'm doing tutorials. Yeah, you got to put in a due date. So we'll just go and put in that as a due date. And then it should allow you to save it. And then it will take you to this screen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the test builder. And so this is where you can actually go to create the questions. So, the green cross buttons are for adding things within Genzabar. So you can start with question 1. What are the means of persuasion? You assign a point value. How much do you want this question to be worth? We'll just say 1. You can even do extra credit if you want to do that. So that's all step 1. That's just what do you want the question to be? Step 2 is how students answer. So students can, you have the option of doing all kinds of different question formats. It's got, matching, multiple choice, ordering, short answer, true or false, essay, equation. I'm guessing that's for the math folks. I've never done an equation one, and I think that's something they've added recently. But yeah, if you want it to be self-graded, you're going to do a multiple choice test.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you want to put in some wrong answers. If you want to add more items, you simply, push the green button there. You can add more items. Some wrong answers. So then what you're going to do is, click the ones that are correct. So you can do multiple correct answers. Like say for this example, what are the means of persuasion? I would want to see if they can identify all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that I would have multiple correct answers. If you format the question where there's just one correct answer, you would just obviously, select the one that is correct. Include all of the above or none of the above. If you want to do that, you can include those. This allows you to randomize the options so that students, like if they're sitting next to each other, they get the answers don't all look the same, just to provide some variation. If you're doing something with multiple correct answers, oftentimes it's a good idea to click partial credit. And that way they still get partial credit. I guess you would have to go in and put 0 and 0 for the wrong answers. The other control you have here is limit selections. So for example, if it's the kind of question, let me undo this partial credit thing. So if it's the kind of question where there's only one correct answer, if you just set it up like this, and then you don't click on limit selections, then the student would be able, when they saw that question, to click on multiple things. If you limit the selections, then they can only select one answer. So if you're doing a multiple choice that only has one correct answer, you do want to hit that limit selections button, just so, it automatically makes them only choose one.
Okay.
If you want to provide some feedback, you can do this. So this is the feedback that students will get if they answer the question. You can put it back for regardless of response, if they get it correct, or if they get it incorrect. So, depending on how deep in the weeds you want to get with designing this, you can, good job, or whatever. But for students who get it incorrect, sometimes it's a good idea to put in like, oh, well, this was actually the correct answer. and then they would get that information. If it's a multiple choice question, they're already going to see that. When they take the test, they should be able to see if they clicked like ethos and the correct answer was logos. When they go back and look at the test, they should be able to see that that was the correct answer. So if it's a multiple choice, you don't necessarily need to do anything down here. But for like short answer questions, for example, if you had a short answer question that you're putting up here and you had a sample answer that you wanted to give them, that can help speed up the grading process, because then you can just mark it incorrect for the students who don't get it, or correct if they do get it, and then they can see if they get it incorrect. You would put it down here, feedback for incorrect responses. They could see what the correct answer is. So again, you have a lot of control over how you want the test to appear. You want to save, and you can add another question. Let's just do another question. Question 2. You know, like an essay question. What is the most important mean of persuasion in your opinion? Again, an essay question, maybe have PowerPoint values, whatever you want to do. And then that would be an essay response. So if you want that to answer in kind of more long form, then you just put an essay. The same thing, you give them automatic feedback if you want on whatever your essay question is. You have the same options here.
Okay.
Save and add another if you want to add another question. Or you can just go back to the test builder once you're done. Once you've added in all your questions, you go back to your test builder. So to see if you've done it right, one thing that you definitely want to do after you set up your test is go back and preview the test just to make sure everything looks okay. And you can see what the test looks like here. So you have to choose one option. See how it shuffled them from what I originally had. So I have the shuffle answers option, so it appears like that, and it'll appear different for each student. I think I marked logos as the correct answer. So I would select that one, and you can see the answers are limited. So they can only choose one specific example. Logos, because logic is cool. And then when they're done taking the exam, they would just put in submit this exam, since this is a sample, the submit is not highlighted. But this is basically, I mean, this is what the test is going to look like to the students. And so you can always go back. If you want to edit, you just click on the question that you want to edit, and it'll take you back to that question editor. If you want to build more questions into it, you just go back and add more questions. You can reorder the questions by hitting the reorder button and then using these arrows to move things up or down. The other thing you can do, and this is more like, say if you were building like a pretty a bigger exam, you might want to put in sections, and that's what that option is for. So for example, if you wanted to have a multiple choice section, you know, choose the best answer for each of the following. All questions in the section are given to every student. Questions are given in the order listed in the test builder. Yeah, you can put it in the order, you can randomize. Do I want to put a time limit on this section? So like if you have an essay and a multiple choice component for your final exam, and you want students to spend an hour on the essay and then an hour on the multiple choice, setting up sections would allow you to determine how much time they can spend on each section, or you can just keep it open and they can take it, you know, as they go. So I'll go ahead and save that section. So now I have another section here. So this is multiple choice. I would want to move my multiple choice questions down there. Yeah, here it is. If I want to, like I set up there, now I need to move my multiple choice question down here. You use this thing here, move selected items to section 2. So I would move that to section 2. Hopefully that will move it. Move to multiple choice. There it goes. Okay, so you can see there that the question now moved down to the correct section.
Right.
So this becomes section 1. So you would want to go into that section. Maybe, you know, this one would be the essay section or the short answer or whatever you want to call it. Same options there, save this section. And now you can see that you have 2 sections of the exam set up. If you go to the preview, it's going to look just slightly different. All right, so this is my first section, short answer. I didn't put any instructions in there, so instructions would usually be showing up there. Then when I'm done with this, I would go on to the next section. And then there are my instructions. Choose the best answer for each of the following. And then here are my questions.
Mm-hmm.
So those are pretty much, you know, like the options and how to check to make sure that you're setting everything up like you want it to be set up. So that's basically it. This is, you know, the test builder. So I'll show you what this looks like in the coursework tab now that we've made it. So we've got our sample test. It's now appearing in Unit 1. If you want to go back and edit, you know, the due date for this, you would either click on edit due dates here, or you click on the pencil. Like you decide, all right, we're not going to do it on Sunday, where you have to move it back to next week. You can go here and move that. But if you want to get back and change anything in the test, like you've decided at the last minute that, oh, I really don't want to put that essay question in there, you click on the sample test. You click on where the title of the assignment is, and then that's how you get back to the test builder.
Okay.
And that takes us right back where we were. All you have to do is click on the name of the assignment that you've set up for the test, and that'll take you back to the.
Okay.
And from there, you just push delete from that item. If you want to delete like that essay question.
Yeah. So if you go back to the test builder and then you decide, hey, I don't want to do this question. Where's the essay? Oh, it's up here. Oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. You go back to this. I mean, you could delete the whole section. That's what that would do. But
Yeah.
if you know, change the question and put it for something else, the delete this question option is where you go to the question itself.
Okay.
But yeah, if you wanted to get rid of the whole section, then you would hit that delete button. But yeah, it lets you add or take away whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay. So are there any other, like I laid out a list here, create an assignment, create a test quiz, create a discussion forum, set up course units and assignment types, set up a grade book, upload a syllabus, copy a course, take attendance, submit grades at the midterm and end of semester. Are there anything off that list specifically that you would like some assistance with?
I feel like I know the basics. I kind of like if there are any advanced things, I probably would need help with, but that's what I really wanted, how to create tests, how to create quiz. I went into announcements
Uh-huh.
and I've video recorded myself. Like, I think it gives you like 3 or 4 minutes. You can record yourself and record your reminders instead of typing them. So I really like that feature.
Right.
And then I'm giving feedback for each assignment. So with the feedback, I think it goes straight to their email.
Mhm.
Can I record my voice instead of doing type feedback?
This thing has evolved since I started using it to include things like video and audio. I haven't seen, let me take a look at one of the assignments I have here to see what the options are.
Because I'm noticing like you said, it is evolving. Like if I click a student's assignment, I don't even have to open it myself with some comments, like video recording, so they
Oh,
can
there
just
you
play
go.
my messages.
Yeah.
And then I was
Oh,
thinking about
wow.
recording my voice just to say, hey, you have a lot of comma splice here.
Mhm.
They'll be like, what's comma splice? So let me explain comma splice very quickly. You have an independent clause and a dependent clause.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on now. My video feedback, because
Uh-huh.
they can
That's
click their
neat.
email and just play. They can just play the message, and I'm
Right.
working on that with announcements as well. So they don't have to read my announcements. They can just press play. So you're exactly correct. This system is updating.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I, I
haven't
didn't
seen
I
this
didn't even
feature yet.
realize that feature was available, Rashida, till you mentioned that. That's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed
Yeah.
they put video capability on the like announcements page, but yeah, you can
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, Dr. Trumpeter, you're talking from your laptop. You're not talking from your desktop, are you?
No, this is my laptop.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, my desktop is broken right now. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I guess you just post this video, stop recording, and then you have that video there. You can insert it. I probably got way too much stuff going on right now. Slowing down my, but yeah, I mean, it does look like it's got video and audio options for giving those kind of feedback.
Wow.
So yeah, that's exciting. That will save me some time.
So Ms. Brown, you said when you did your introduction to the class, you did that under announcements?
I put my introduction under my discussion. I had 2 paragraphs. One was just about me, and the other one was the directions, how I want them to introduce themselves. And I posted a picture in front of Arnett, but I put that in the discussion so they can
Okay.
introduce themselves. But I think there's did Dr. Muhammad specify anything, Dr. Trumpeter?
I don't think so. It's, we're aiming to have like a, like a greeting page for the students when they land here. I think I was taking a look at your page, Jamie, and I saw that you had a little like bio blurb set up.
Right.
Yeah.
And Dr. Trumpeter, didn't I improve on my page?
Yeah, it looks good.
Because remember last time I didn't have nothing.
Yeah. Let's actually take a look at what you got here. I can't remember if you're 1 or 2. It's 1. Yeah. So yeah, when students land on the main page here, they get your little description, and they have everything they know about, logging in. So that's good. This is very helpful for them to have that page to land on. One of the things that I do want to get set up for all our pages just so they look uniform is this course main page. And this was added to the online classes. I don't know why this hasn't become the standard template for all classes yet. But I have it for if you have an English 102 that I shared with you. I'll take a look at my English 102. Sorry to keep bouncing around screens here so much. This landing page right here, the course main page. The good thing about this one is that it has lots of different modules on here that, handouts they might need. bookmarks for things like academic support services in the library, so that when they land on their course page, they have like kind of like links to handy stuff that they're going to need. So one thing that you can do, and you can go in and edit this page. If you want to save a page that has all this stuff and migrate it over to your other classes, you can do that through the copy courses function. So for example, right now on that English 102 C4 that doesn't have anything on it yet. Oh, actually, I think there's a little on it, so I don't want to copy it to that course. But I'll show you how this works, just in case you're interested in using it. To copy a course, right, you go to the term that you want to copy it from. So spring semester. I want to copy it to I'll copy it to this one. What the heck? So where do you want to copy to? No, that's not the one. I want to copy from English 102 C6, which is my section, and I want to copy it to AUD distance education. Now, instead of copying that entire course, you can actually select just like a single page to copy. So you can just take that course main page, the one that's already set up with all the modules and the links to the library and stuff, and you can just copy that course main page to your site. And then you would want to merge instead of overwriting. Like I can probably do this with my media writing page. Yes, that's where I want to copy to. Uh-oh, running out of time. All right, so copy that course main page. You want to merge it instead of overwriting. And then use source dates, and then you hit copy. You do want to make sure that you've done it right, because once stuff gets copied, there's no undoing the copy. So we'll go to my new media writing page now.
Okay, so once you do it, it's permanent.
Yeah, and actually what you can see is that these imported ones are the ones that just came across from that other course main page. So you can see I imported all that information. If there's not already that, I think what's confusing the system is because I already had course main page listed here. Now I think, Rashida, you had some questions about managing pages or adding pages.
Yeah, because the collaboration, I want my students just to be able to click like they did last semester discussions. When you go to collaboration, forum, discussion, sometimes they don't want to go through all those steps. So even reordering your tabs or adding your tabs back, like last semester I had like 13 tabs and now I have 5.
Yeah, it seems to me, I've been playing around with it, and adding pages doesn't seem to really do anything. You can't add like specific functions in the pages as far as I can tell. You can delete pages and you can reorder pages. But I haven't successfully, like, I mean, they have this add a page button, right?
Right.
Like I go to add a page and it just like puts up a blank page, but there's nothing there. It doesn't seem that it allows you to put anything.
Because they're more familiar with having that discussion tab, but I can email the class, the online class,
Mhm.
Like, this is how you get to the discussion. You have to click collaboration, forums, and then discussion forum, read my directions, and then add a post and submit. So I'll email them the steps, but you know how these, I don't even know if they're millennials, whatever generation they are, they want to click one thing and just get it done.
Yeah.
So any shortcuts moving forward, that would be helpful. But if it still just looks like that and I still can find my tabs, I'm
Right.
fine with it.
Okay.
At least I can find collaboration in forums. So that's fine. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah. I think they are trying to standardize, like they want everyone to kind of have these so that students start to get familiar with that. And I think once, once students do start to see this in all their classes, that's how it's set up, it'll be easier for them to start finding things.
Okay. I take them through it maybe the first week of school, how to navigate
Yeah.
this system, but moving forward, I think we can suggest during orientation and for fall,
Mhm.
having like a little what is this, My Allen eLearning boot camp for new students and transfer students, so they can become acclimated. That could be a part of freshman orientation, because I know how to use the page, you know how to use the page, but
Right.
can they use the page?
They don't know how to use the page. It's not doing us a lot of good.
Right. That's a great suggestion.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else I can help with as far as
What's our time looking like?
we have 5 minutes and 46 seconds.
Okay. Can you do the discussion forum? How to add a discussion forum?
Sure. Let me go to a blank one again.
Okay.
All right, so it's the same idea. You want to go to coursework,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to add an assignment,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to choose the forum format.
Okay.
So forum, now here's a case where, you might want to add a type, discussion forum, as long as that's something that relates to what's in your course evaluation section of your syllabus. We have to have a due date here. This is an optional due date. So if you want them to post throughout the week, you might set like they have to post something by Monday, and then everything is due on Friday or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately now. If you want it to be a graded forum, you can put in grades here. So right now it's going to list these under general and open discussion, which are the default settings for your the other screen that we're going to look at here in just a second. You can put instructions here for the forum. Again, step 2 allows you to control how they interact with it. Like, if you want them just to post, if you want them to reply, if you want them to post with a certain number of words, you can put a 200, you have to at least say 250 words or however many words you want them to put. This allows you those kind of controls. And then you would save your assignment. Okay, so now we see our forum assignment. Now, to actually read the posts, you would go, you view it there. In the same way you have to click on that assignment title and go to the test builder, you have to click on that and go to the view the forum. The other way to get there is under the collaboration tab, where they have the forums option here. So there's, 2 ways to get to the same place, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see here that we have the open discussion. Now, back up here. You want to add a topic. Oh yeah, edit the forum. That's how you do it. Okay, add a topic. Okay, so forum 1, you type in here what you want them to do, post your, whatever, give them as many instructions as you want.
Mm-hmm.
They give you some more controls here. I like this one where they have to post first before they can see other people's stuff. I use that one pretty frequently because I'll use these for like reading responses and stuff. If you want to moderate, they give you some moderation options. And then you save it and you see we have this, that topic shows up. Okay. So now if I wanted to connect up my assignment that I created to connect up with that, oops, I need to go to edit assignment. Sorry, let me go back to my assignment list. I'm going to edit that assignment. And then down here, I now should have an option, general and forum 1. So now my forum 1 assignment is going to match up with my forum 1 topic. And this will allow you to grade it and it'll go to the right place in the grade book. So you just want to make sure that these are connected correctly if you're going to be doing graded posts. And that's the basic forum stuff. I'd encourage you to play around with it. And if you run into any questions, I'll be doing another one of these on Monday.
Oh yeah, I plan to attend.
And I'm happy to help you troubleshoot, anything you're running into. But we're less than a minute. We're about to die here. So thanks for coming out. I hope this was helpful.
And make sure you send a link. Send a link so that we can watch it again.
Okay, we'll do.
Thank you.
All right. Happy
Bye,
Friday.
Rashida.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good weekend, everybody.
You too.
Thanks.